Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2022-23. And some more. I am the journeyman and I come from down your way and I can play. What can you play? FM23. And we're gonna win the league, win the league, win the league. And we're gonna win the league. Actually, no, we're not. Right, we are back. With the Journeyman. We're taking on our big rivals, Manchester United, in the Roses derby, before taking on Atletico Madrid in our first Champions League match. Apologies that today's video's out a little bit later than usual at 4 o'clock. Been incredibly busy this week, so wanting to get this video out to you, so it is coming out just a little bit later than normal. As you can see, things aren't going too bad, but since you were last with me, we have managed to be a little bit up and down. We lost 3-1 away from home to Everton. Manu Kone did put us 1-0 up early on in that match, but 3 late goals from Everton sealed our fate. But we then bounced back with another 5-0 victory over West Bromwich Albion. Manu Kone getting to their Jeffrey Dethia, Mauro Garcia and Peter Murray also on the score sheet there. Then we beat Bournemouth most recently 4-2 with Johnny Ballesteros getting 4 goals in that match. And that means that we are currently in 8th place in the Premier League with 9 points from our first 5 matches. If we win against Manchester United today, then we rise up to 5th in the division. And fingers crossed we can do that and then push on. Erling Haaland, already 10 goals in the first 6 matches. Pretty ridiculous. Jorginho Rutter as well, doing a fabulous job. But Johnny Ballesteros on 6. Hopefully you can keep pace with them. Transfer dealings wise, we did bring in a big signing on deadline day. Giovanni Mangiavacci, who is a 25-year-old Italian defensive midfielder. He's come in from Tottenham Hotspur for an £81 million deal. Has been a very good player for them over the last couple of years, and I think he will genuinely be a brilliant replacement for Ramadani, who of course left us over the course of last season. He's coming in, he's going to do brilliantly, essentially. He's got very good first touch, very good technique, good composure, good decisions, good vision, so on and so on. So yeah, very, very happy with the signing of Giovanni there. On the outs, we did have a few go since you've last saw me. Ishmael Nunez has gone to Tottenham, so he's gone in the other direction. He was our £26 million signing in January. Did all right, 4 assists and 2 goals in 4 starts. Played 1 game this season before going on to Tottenham, and I'm sure he will do a very good job there. Has already scored a goal and will be appreciated there, but a tidy £15.5 million profit there. Our free transfer signing of Ika Padilla has gone out on loan as well to Monza. Generally, I'm very, very happy with the squad. I think we've recruited well. I think that signing of the Italian defensive midfielder will be priceless for us. We're now predicted to finish 5th this season, and well pointed out by Adam, I think it's Adam, in the comment section that there are 6 Champions League clubs or Champions League sides from England this year, which is insane. 1 from the maximum. So I'm guessing, Man United did win the Champions League, and Arsenal won the Europa League, and neither of them finished in the top 4. So that's where you get from that. Everton won the Europa Conference League as well. So Europe is being dominated by English clubs. Right, quick look at squad performances. Top goal scorer is, of course, Johnny Ballesteros with 6, 3 each for Peter Murray and Manu Kone. Top assists is 4 for Mizajin, 2 each for Dethia and Navarro. Top average rating so far is Johnny Ballesteros with a 7.86 average rating. Right, let's get into the team for today against Manchester United. Andre Lunin will start and goal with Bradley, Polyatskin, Tiata and Mizajin in defence. We've then got Casadei and Mangiavacci starting in defensive midfield with Navarro and Dethia starting wide of Peter Murray and Johnny Ballesteros up top. So, looking forward to seeing Mangiavacci make his debut. Let's see what he can do. He wants to be number 8. Well, you can't be that. You can be number 19 instead. So here we go then against Man United. Interested to see who's still there. Obviously, last season they had quite an old squad. Marcus Rashford is still there. He's probably 35 now. Max Aarons is still in there as well. Dean Henderson on the bench. Nobody else jumping out at me. Tammy Abraham, I suppose, is fairly old, but I'm sure he will come off the bench to score today. So let's continue our last performance. We played well against Bournemouth, 4-2 away from home. That's not a bad result, but at home to Manchester United, this is going to be our best chance to really put Man United in their place, and that will massively help our supporter confidence this season if we can get a good result against Man United, because a lot of what they expect from us comes from these two games against Manchester United. We're playing somebody at home in the Carabao Cup as well. I'd like to win a domestic cup this season. I think this year we've got to win some sort of trophy. Quite a few people yesterday saying, their amount of support for staying at Leeds for many, many more years. And there's Navarro with the first goal of this match. Excellent cross in by Mizajin. 5th assist for him and Edgar Navarro. What a finish that was. And it's now Leeds United 1, Manchester United 0. And it was Magne Avachi that started that to Mizajin, who ran out wide. And this was a beautiful cross. And, Navarro was there. And he puts it into the back of the net. And we are now 1-0 up against our big rivals, Man United. Lopez building up from the back. Here's Woodward. He clears it. And now it's going to be a header from Connor Bradley. Here's Casadei. Casadei forward. Excellent delivery to Navarro. And Johnny Ballesteros is there. How's he missed it? How on earth has he missed that? I was expecting. I was up. I was out of my seat, ready to clench fists towards the touchline. But here's Navarro. He whips it in. Tiata can't quite get there. Navarro again. He whips it in towards Dedia. Dedia back to Mizajin now. Here's Casadei. Gets it to Bradley. Bradley loses it. We should have scored there. That's frustrating. Now here's Dwanville into the middle and it's into the back of the net. And it was Dominic Woodward with the header. And Man United are back on level terms. And set pieces are still our real weakness. And, absolutely nobody marking Woodward there. That was pretty terrible. Here's Dwanville into the middle. Woodward again hits the post and it's gone in. Enric Cruz has scored. And Man United take the lead. And in the space of 30 seconds, this match has turned on its head. We should have went 2-0 up. We didn't do that. And we're now paying the penalty. We are now paying the penalty. 2-1 to Man United. Here's Gvardiol to Woodward. Boya to Cruz. Guardiol. I feel like this match ain't over yet. Here's Gvardiol on the left-hand side. Gets it to Rashford now. Rashford forward to Polyatskin. Now here's Lunin. He clears it. Lunin forward. Oh, Peter Murray should have done better with that. And now Man United building again. Here's Duranville on the right-hand side. Skip. Duranville. Magne Avachi tried to get there. It's Cruz with the shot. Good save from Andre Lunin, but Man United are piling on the pressure here. Let's give them a bit of encouragement. It's another corner, and I think Woodward's going to be there again. Headed away. Now Magne Avachi is trying to get there. Rashford. Magne Avachi gets to the ball, and Rashford puts it out for a goal kick. Finally, I think that will be end of highlight. Whew. That was important. Right. So, as it currently stands, things looking a little ropey for our league position. Ballesteros forward. Peter Murray was there, but Woodward has got it. Only as far as Navarro, though. Can Navarro whip it in? Gets it to Casadei, to Bradley. No, loses it again. Connor Bradley, that's twice now he's given it away. And here's Wahi up top. Still pushing forward. And look at the amount of red shirts. It's another goal kick, though. They will be disappointed not taking advantage of that one. Right. Let's encourage them just before half-time. Would be nice to get back onto level terms. Mangiavachi to Polyatskin. Tiata. That's forward towards Dedhia now. Oh, and that's a loss, but he's won it back and now pushing into the box. Oh, what a goal for Geoffrey Dedhia there. And, he made the initial mistake, won it back almost instantly, and then took it on a run into the penalty area. And from that sort of range, a world-class player is never going to miss. And he did win it back, and then he burst with energy and definitely is making an impression on this Leeds United side. That's his third goal of the season already, and it's now Leeds United 2. Manchester United 2. Very good. Right. Okay. Let's encourage them into this second half. I think Peter Murray potentially not having the best of games, although it does say he's doing okay. Johnny Ballesteros is going to come off. We're going to put on Nat Wallbank. See how he gets on. I think everybody else can stay doing what they're doing. Tiata's not necessarily having the best of games, but not really a lot we can do about that. So we've took off Ballesteros. We'll put on Nat Wallbank. It is the sort of match he performs in. And here we go then. Navarro whips it in. Wallbank's there. Can't get to it, but Cassaday. Oof, that was close. That was very close. Now then, 55 minutes in. What can we do here? 65 minutes now. Peter Murray's going to come off. We're going to put Alvaro on, and we're going to swap those two round. Connor Bradley can come off a Pilbeam. Now, what do we want to do? I suppose Jorge. But our wingers are playing well. Let's put Mayano on. Mayano on for Cassaday. 25 minutes to go. Can we get all 3 points? It would be brilliant if we could. It really would. Dedhia's given everything apparently, so we'll put Jorge on for the last 10 minutes. Come on, boys. Let's go and get a winner. Going to go very attacking. I think the 3 points would be absolutely huge if we could get them, but I don't think we're going to see a highlight in this second half. A very drab second half after a boisterous first half, I would say. But, we still can't get that win over Man United. It's starting to really frustrate me now as a Leeds United manager. But Mangiavachi did play well in his first match. Hopefully he can keep that up throughout the rest of this season and will, be worth his £81 million. Let's go and see how we get on in Europe this year. Big match against Atletico Madrid. But other than that, we are playing Fenerbahce, Rennes, Bayern Munich at home, then Lille at home, Charleroi, Porto at home, and then Paris Saint-Germain. So our two big matches, Atletico Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, I think we can win the rest of them if I'm honest. So fingers crossed we can get a good result against Atletico Madrid and start off our Champions League campaign in the right manner. Okay, a few changes for the Champions League match then. Lunin will still start in goal with Pilbeam, Robinson, Mbete and Mizjin making up the defence. Cassaday and Mangiavachi will start as the defensive midfielders with Navarro and Jorge starting wide of Peter Murray and Johnny Ballesteros up top. So still going with those two strikers, trying to make a bit of a partnership this season. Nat Wallbank all of a sudden doesn't seem the same player, which is a real shame because he really was becoming something special, particularly in the Champions League last year. So, I mean, hopefully we'll see it. But, of course, we've got music to enjoy, haven't we? So let's stick the headphones on. I'm assuming that's not Cesc Fabregas playing for Madrid. So another season of Champions League football begins away from home against Atletico de Madrid. And, well, this is a massive match that will tell us really how much we've improved the squad. We might have, on paper, improved it, but are we a better team than we were last season? Because I do genuinely think that if we can beat Atletico Madrid, then we can beat anyone away from home. Here's Mizicin, gets it into Peter Murray, and it's 1-0 already. Flag is raised over on the right-hand side touchline. But was he onside? No, he was not. That is a shame. That's a big shame for Peter Murray. That was a good move, and it was Mizicin again with that drilled cross, and Peter Murray was very much offside. Oh dear. Well, at least he was in the right sort of areas, but yeah, offside, unfortunately. But really, the aim for me this year is to get into that top 8. We were agonisingly close last year to achieving that, but this year I want to do it. I want to get into that top 8 and be comfortably in there as well. And fingers crossed we can qualify for maybe the quarterfinal, semi-final of the Champions League this year. I think after the amount of money we've spent, I think that's the minimum that I expect, really. Obviously, the board are going to be a lot happier, but I want to take this team to the next level. But yeah, I was saying before the Manchester United match really heated up. People in yesterday's comment section, lots of them saying you need to stay at Leeds for a few years yet and see this team grow and watch Johnny Ballesteros become the best striker in the world. And you know, I sort of agree with that. You know, I'm very, very happy at Leeds. I'm not going to be looking for my next opportunity. But if a massive team were to come and poach me away from Leeds, then so be it. You know, we have built a wonderful team here, and I am happy, very happy. Navarro gets it forward, Mbete with the header. I mean, he's already scored 3 goals this season. It would be nice to see him perhaps score a 4th. Here's Chechu, who's probably the world's best goalkeeper. You know, certainly world's best goalkeeping prospect. I've tried a couple of times to go in for him, but I let it go one stupid money. Here's Navarro to make it 2-0. Oh, and he does. Well, it wasn't the most convincing of strikes from Navarro there, but he manages to stick it into the back of the net. And it's now Atletico Madrid 0, Leeds United 2. And he was onside. And again, just a brilliant ball. I mean, that ball over the top. So many of our players are capable of that now. And it wasn't the most convincing of finishes, but the goalkeeping not good enough. And we're now 2-0 up in Madrid. And this is exactly what I mean. I think this team is ready to go and take the world by storm. That's an excellent ball forward by Jorge. Peter Murray with the chance. 3-0 now, and Francisco Jorge, first start of the season for him. Derdia on the bench today because he's a little bit tired, but Peter Murray, absolutely wonderful finish, and Mizicin starting all of that again. He is just a rock for our team, isn't he? But there's that ball over the top, and Peter Murray beautifully controlled and beautifully finished as well. And he is coming good after coming in a couple of years ago, being a bit of a rabbit in the headlights, I think, in that first season in the same team as Vitinha, and Alvaro came in and scored goals, and then he broke his arm, of course. And yeah, it was all a little bit of a disaster for Peter Murray that first season, but last year he came good and actually finished, I think it was 3rd in the Golden Boot race, which Erling Haaland absolutely dominated, scoring over 50 goals in the Premier League last season. So, yeah, Peter Murray is a world-class striker now, and I do think he will continue to develop over the next couple of years. And, you know, that's why I get the point of people wanting to see where this team can go. Can we maybe even win the Club World Cup with this team eventually, and then maybe look to move abroad and do our thing in other leagues before hopefully getting the England job at some point and winning the World Cup. Here's Ballesteros now with a great chance. Johnny Ballesteros to Peter Murray. Great save by the goalkeeper. And it is cleared. It would be nice to win this very, very comfortably and get a good goal difference going already. Here's Casadei. Gets it to Mangiavachi. To Ballesteros. To Casadei now. Here's Navarro, loses it. That was a really terrible touch from Edgar Navarro, which you don't often associate with him. Here's João Felix. Oh, it's in. João Felix. I don't know how old he is now, but that's his 7th goal of the season already. He's looking good. And, well, Atletico, after being 3-0 down, and now right back in it. He's 32, João Felix. Newly signed Chelsea player, of course. Mangiavachi's going to come off. We're going to put on Manu Kone. Mizogin's apparently now not having a good game. Mbete is going to come off for Tiata. Michael Robinson can come off for Polyatskin. And Pilbeam can come off for Connor Bradley. Yeah, that looks good to me. So 4 changes. Just try and freshen it up a little bit. And see if we can hang on here. We're going to go balanced. I think Ballesteros is going to come off and we're going to put on Nat Wallbank, see if he can continue his Champions League form. Here's Chechu, gets it forward. Right, Polyatskin, that's forward now to Nat Wallbank. That looked like a little shove in the back there. Kone to Navarro. Navarro forward to Peter Murray. Nat Wallbank's waiting in the middle. Peter Murray. Nat Wallbank scores. And that's exactly what I said. He was a Champions League scorer last season. He's come on. He's only been on the pitch 3 minutes. And he has now put this match safe for us. And a good assist for Peter Murray. And Nat Wallbank, that'll give him some confidence, hopefully, going into the league as well. And what a performance to win away from home at Madrid. This is a team that can go far in the Champions League this year. I think if we are doing that in the Champions League at this stage, away from home, we can really achieve anything. The only real one I'm scared of now is away from home to Paris Saint-Germain, but they've lost today. They lost against Real Madrid. So it's doable. It is doable. Let's have a little look at everybody that's done well. So Peter Murray's had a great time. We'll put our arm around him and say very well played. And we're given 2.4 million, which all helps towards the finances, because we are in a little bit of trouble with all of that. But let's have a little look at when we're going to come back then. That looks like a nice, tasty couple of matches right there. We can do Liverpool and Rennes away from home. So between then, I'll play Southampton, Watford, Fulham, Fenerbahce and Norwich. And we should hopefully be in a much better position in the league and also a little bit further on with our Champions League and AFL Cup progress. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.